throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll be a San Francisco first down. And Cap, of course, was a great baseball player, drafted as a pitcher. He kind of showed his arm right there, didn't he?
Yeah, he let that one go, didn't he? That was a catcher putting down the #1 signal for the fastball and turning it loose. It was needed in that situation, though. He had to throw a tight spiral and a hard one in order to get it in there for a completion.
The starting 11 on your screen now, and the one we discuss is Torrey Smith.
You would do worse than to just call long pass plays and throw it to Torrey Smith. He can certainly take the top off of any defense.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And that's going to lead to a third down. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
Malcolm Butler's rise to fame culminated with a fantastic play in the Super Bowl, but what a tremendous success story. Totally off the radar, has turned himself into an NFL starter.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And this is going to be incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's the Niners' 5th-round pick in the 2015 draft, Bradley Pinion, on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Uh-oh, Charles, now you get to talk about your old spot, the secondary. Very key here in this one.
You have to cut me off because, I'll talk about them all game long. Love to see those guys match up and challenge the best wide receivers.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They slot Gronkowski outright. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Got a man, it's Amendola. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back. In that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down. They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guys' jersey clean throughout the game.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Brady going to throw, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
The kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. Again, it's Jones. And he's got some space here. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. Now Jones. Oh, he shifts past him. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out come the Patriots. Throwing on first down is Brady. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 15 yards through the air and a first down. On first down, Brady. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
You ever notice that when Tom Brady does get hit and drop to the ground, there's some guys back to him pretty quickly to check on his health, aren't there?
That's exactly right. For as much as he throws, doesn't take a lot of square shots, but took one there.
He's really smart in the pocket, isn't he? Even out of the pocket. He understands where the pressure is coming from. He senses people. You're exactly right. Doesn't take too many direct ones. But that one had to hurt.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. With all else fails, you find big 87.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
To throw, it's Brady. That's caught at the 3. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
If you love pressure, we'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
The way he roared up and made that play, that tells me that he spent a lot of time in the film room analyzing what this offense does, and he saw something that convinced him he didn't have to worry about the pass. He could just go right now and make a play. I think if you're the offensive team, you better file that away a little bit. Maybe think about some play action down the road. You might catch him deep.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Jones. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second down following the run. Brady to throw on 2nd down. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. Brady going to try and throw on third down. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn,
looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offensive backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Jones on the return. Muscles him off. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Now Kaepernick throwing on. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he is going to lose yardage here. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection or if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
They slot Gronkowski outright. Brady now on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first.
Looking for Moncrief, and it's a fumble. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll come out in the pistol. Second half begins with a run by Yeldon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been... And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So a fumble on second down. They're able to maintain possession. Brings up third. Throwing now is Brady. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The first-round pick from a year ago, Eric Armstead, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock. But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. Well, a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. The give is to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got room. He's got daylight. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
First down, a run with Hyde. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now Kaepernick operating on the bootleg. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident.
Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The tackle by Eric Armstead. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Brady throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Got a man. It's Amendola. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Now they'll run with Lewis. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They slot Gronkowski outright. Shotgun now for Brady. Going underneath for Lewis. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now T.J. Yeldon, and he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. Two yards to go here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On second down, here's Brady. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Brady to throw on second down. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's brought down after a good gain. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. And quickly, they get to the line.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because...
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 10 yards still left on second down. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. On second down, here's Kaepernick. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, they got him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On play action, now Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. A give to Jones, and there's a flag on the field. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They come up in an offset eye. After the penalty, it's Jones. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Third down, Carlos Hyde. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. Brady will try again on second down. He's got time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Gronkowski the intended target. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
To throw is Brady, and that's incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and that'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Brady, got to have this one. It's caught outright, Amendola. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They come out here in the eye. They'll go again to Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. And the ball game should end here on the kneel down by Kaepernick. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, Charles, there's an old saying, don't let a loss beat you twice.
You're exactly